Welcome ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Sheltered, my 2023 reboot. Okay, so I'm deleting a save file and we are going to start a new game. So difficulty, we're going to have as normal, and that gives you a good chance of rain, moderate map resources, occasional breach frequency, moderate faction density, cautious populous mood, normal map size, and the fog of war is off. Now as soon as you change any of these statistics, you will go to a custom layout. So we're just going to go with normal for now. Makes it easier. You guys can do the same. Now customize family. Okay, so what we're going to do is go over. Now these people have been set, so Katja is a small eater, as is Alistair, and we have George, and we're going to change this character so you can switch the gender, you can change their characteristics, and that is what we are looking at. So I actually was going to put Charlotte, and then I decided no, we'll have two boys still, and we'll have Ian and George. Okay, so again, you can select the character's name, gender, their top colour, bottom colour, skin colour, hair colour, head type, body type, legs, traits, and stats preset. So we're going to go with Ian. Let's change the top colour. What are we going to go with? Yeah, black, that looks quite good. Bottom colour, oh, that's a bit too much. Let's maybe go with that. Oh, khaki, that's not bad. That whitish colour, that's quite good. Again, hair colour, you can flick through the different hair colours. There aren't actually that very many, but again, you can select through them. You can do the same with head type and body type and legs, but we'll probably, oh, actually, on saying that, body type, that's quite good. I like the jacket with the shirt. Let's maybe go around the hoodie. Now let's go with the jacket and t-shirt underneath. That looks quite good. We could put trousers. And again, traits, you've got optimistic, hands-on, but we'll leave us optimistic. So intelligence 4, charisma 7, perception 1, dex 1, and strength 2. That is all completely fine. So we're going to go next. And for the family pet, I always choose a cat, because if you have any issues near the beginning, you can let your shelter get dirty and let your cat catch mice, as long as you've got a freezer, which is something that we'll go with. So family preset saved, go next. Do you want to play the tutorial? No, of course we don't. Should I go yes? No, don't be silly. No, we're going to go with no, because I know what I'm doing, and that's the purpose of this video, is to show you what you need to do at the beginning of the game to give you the best possible start. Okay, so we are in our shelter. Now, first things first, you'll need to deal with different elements of people's stats. So Katja at the moment is quite hungry, but what we could look to straight away is the map, but my suggestion would be, what we want to do is rearrange the shelter. So let's move the water over. Rearranging the shelter can maximum optimize the space in your shelter. Ideally we do want to bring the workbench up, but we can leave it down there for now. And then what we want to do is start crafting things, but we also need, she really didn't need to drink water. I meant to get her to get food, but it's fine. So craft item, and the first thing you want to do is expand your shelter. So build an extra room. Now he will be knackered by the time he's done this, so the other thing that you need to craft is a bed. Now for now we're going to go with a basic bedroll, because of course we can't do tier 2 yet, but we do have enough resources for a bed. Worth bearing in mind, because the next thing that we want to do is upgrade the workbench, because we should, fingers crossed, have enough resources to do so. Now because we moved that water butt, we have enough space there for the sleeping bag. So there we go, she'll come back and get that made. There we go. Now let's have a look at Ian. We could potentially get him to do something as well. Okay, so again, craft item, and we need some other things. So you need a bucket toilet and a shower and a mop and bucket as an absolute bare minimum when you first start the game. So we'll get a mop and bucket built. Let's do that pixel accurate. There we go. And good old Ian over here, let's get you to craft an item as well. And what we want you to craft is the bucket toilet. Now, can we find space? Yep, there we go. Unfortunately, we told him to walk to the bottom, so he's going to walk to the bottom and then come back up again. So we've now built a sleeping bag, an extra room, and next we're going to upgrade. So as you can see, you can upgrade the workbench. So 5 wood, 10 nails, and some plastic. So that's going to get that built, and that will unlock tier 2 items. Now the tier 2 items that we're interested in are the freezer and a bed, of course. So you need to go and sleep, and we need to get somebody to finish off the room. It is nearly finished, so let's get George here to come and finish it off. There we go. Lovely stuff. I think it's whereabouts are we? We're about, I think, at about 55-60% completion. Okay, so Ian there is going to need to use that bucket toilet in the not too distant future, as are a few other people. But let's speed up time and let's just get this room built. And what else we will do over the next, this episode is about 30 minutes long, so quite a long episode, but it does give you all of the fundamentals that you need. So we're waiting for that to be upgraded so we can build that bed, because a bed is much better than, of course, a sleeping bag on the hard floor. So there we go. Okay, Catcher doesn't need sleep yet, so let's go to tier 2 and build the bed. So let's get the bed put down. There we go. And that is, so we have upgraded the workbench to tier 2. We've put in a sleeping bag, we've put in a toilet, we've put in a bed, but as of yet we haven't built a shower. Let's get the shelter cleaned up. We only have 14 water and 9 rations. And something else we want to do fairly quickly is expand our maximum water supply as well. Now see that deer at the top? Now on this playthrough, in each playthrough you will find there is a particular resource that is hard to come by, and for me it's rope. And rope you need to be able to build a trap to catch animals to then slaughter and put into your freezer, which is unfortunate, but we do survive and we get everything dealt with as well. So this will help you deal with, and whenever you have a particular item that is hard to find, just persevere and you will eventually find what you need to find. Now we've filled the cat's food bowl because although our people are important, the pet will die much quicker than the people. So you want to ensure that you've filled the pet bowl. Okay, right, he definitely needs to drink some water now. Okay, we're already on to day 2. So a day, you'll have worked out, lasts about 8 minutes. So craft item, tier 2, and what we want is additional water storage, but we also want we could actually straight away build a makeshift toilet which uses a lot less water. And again, what we want is the animal trap, but we don't have rope. So that is going to make things a bit difficult for us. But it is what it is, and as of yet we also haven't made a shower, and that bottom there, that small freezer, is the next thing that we want to build. So we could build a second bed, we could build a bookshelf or a small pantry, but at the moment none of these items are 100% essential. But the water storage is. Water you need to prioritise over pretty much everything, because it is the lifeblood of your shelter. So let's get our second water butt constructed, and that will allow us to have 60 water. So again, let's speed up time. There we go, that's been constructed. Very good. And what we're going to also need to do, right, you need to go and use the toilet, mate. Okay, and you need to drink water and you need to sleep. So a few different things you need to do. Catcher is also now hungry. Okay, so back to our crafting items list, and we need a makeshift shower. Now, there we go, it'll fit down there because we need that for hygiene. Again, speed up time. Okay, let's have a look. You need to go and sleep. So go and sleep. You need to go and eat. So go and eat. And the next thing we're going to need to build is a stove, so that the food rations give you a lot more hunger satiation than just eating out of the cans. And of course for meat you need a stove to be able to cook. Okay, now we're just going to do a quick expedition. We've only got 13 water, so let's see how far we can go. Okay, we can only potentially only visit one location, which is a bit okay, small house, and we've got a small farm, or we could just go to the small house. Okay, so again you need to equip a face mask. You always need to equip a face mask, ideally a weapon and ideally a backpack, but we don't have any of those yet, and you don't want to waste plastic making a carrier bag, because it only gives you a couple of extra slots. So again we want to equip, and again equip a weapon, although we shouldn't really need it, and send the party, because we don't have any storage and we don't have any of the blue items, which are extra things like tents, bed rolls, lock picking sets, all of the extra fun stuff that comes later in the game. So we've sent them out to the first location. Here we go, incoming radio transmission, found a small house, search location. So they will now see what is in that house, and hopefully we'll get some nice items. Okay, so examine items. What have we got? Oh, awesome, a carrier bag. And we've got a couple of fuel, we've got some soap, we've got some nylon, and some limestone. So we might as well take everything. We can't go into there because we don't have a lock picking set, but that is fine. And there we go, they'll bring back some items to the shelter. Oh, right, you need water quite badly. How are you doing? You do as well. That's handy, because we are nearly out of water, but the shelter also needs cleaning. So again, you need to keep on top of cleaning the shelter, unless you run extremely low on food, in which case you want to get it as dirty as possible to let the cat capture mice, well, rats, which will give you meat, but we don't have a freezer yet. Okay, so again you want to do a take all. So there we go, and confirm. And that was our first little mini expedition into the wasteland, which was literally just one location. Now, as of yet, we still haven't had any rain either, so we only have 6 water and 6 food rations. It's looking a bit dire. We have 1.3 fuel in our generator, but we do have 10 fuel because we brought a couple of extras back with us. But you can see our water is going down already, to the point that we've now only got 3 water left. 2, 1, and wait for it, 0. We have now no water. Again, the game can be very challenging at the beginning, but do not panic. Everything is fine. We'll get everyone doing stuff. And the cat at the moment isn't hungry, but we do only have the 6 rations. So again, we can speed up time. We've got a light dust storm. That's not very helpful. Our water supply is dangerously low. No kidding. Okay, right. So we also need to fix our water filter up on the surface. So we need to get someone, ideally let's click on another character or use the Q and E keys to switch between your characters, and get a suit, and then need to go and fix the items. So fix and fix, that will get that sorted. And again, at the moment, it's not looking great, is it? It's genuinely not looking great at all. We've got someone who's thirsty, we've got someone who's dying to go to the toilet, we don't have any water. It still hasn't rained. Day 4. Okay, his stats are all in the red. Oh, we've got someone at the door. The cat's hungry again. No, we are certainly not letting you into the shelter. We don't have enough resources for us, let alone somebody else. The cat is hungry as well. Okay, so we're going to have to feed the cat. And again, still no rain. There's an animal that we would love to catch, but we don't have any rope, so we can't make a trap, and we don't have a freezer yet either, which is not good. Okay, his stats are all red, red and red. Let's cancel the repair, return the suit, and send him to sleep. Okay, speed up time again. And finally we've got rain. Lovely. Okay, right. Wash out the toilet. Okay, and next person. So what you want to do as soon as it starts raining is basically get everyone to drink water, whether they need to or not, because it will fill back up again. I mean, you can see we're at 14 already. Food we are starting to run out of, but that's fine. So our water's going up, which is very, very good. Because I must admit, when I was playing this, I actually started to panic and I thought, this is actually going to be an awful first episode. Right, let's get him to drink water because he really needs it. He also needs the loo as well, but that's fine. Right, you go and take a shower, that's fine, with soap, which reduces the amount of water you use. Now let's get someone to maybe wash out the bucket. So wash out and then go to the toilet. Okay, now we only have 5 food now, but what we are getting is enough water to be able to go on another expedition to hopefully get some more stuff. So we've only got 33 water. That's already going down because of the shower. But that's fine. Again, it's all multi-managing everyone now. So dealing with their water need, food need, sleep need, toilet need, and shower need. Okay, we can't build because we don't have a rope. And again, just quickly flicking through the tiers so you can see the other items. But what we really need at the moment is a animal trap and a freezer, but again we do not currently have the resources to actually build it. Storage is worth expanding as well. We do have enough resources. It might be worth building the makeshift toilet because it does use less water, and again we also need a stove. But we don't have any hinges, and you can only find those by either trading or going out into the wasteland, and we need a hinge and a motor for that freezer. So we've got quite a few bits that we need to find by going out to the wasteland. Now let's get him to eat food. Again, we don't have the stove yet, which is not helpful. Right, Kasia really needs sleep now, so sleep, as does George. Again, Q and E keys are your friend if you can't select a person. And again, send him off to sleep. And Alistair needs to use the toilet, so let's wash it out and get it used. We are down to our last few rations of food. You're not wrong. And until you get that freezer and those traps, food is a big issue. Okay, let's set up an expedition. So let's go with Alistair, next person, and go with Ian. That'll do. Map. And what we're going to do is we are going to go to the church that we haven't been to, which seems a bit daft because we'd be going around in a circle, or we could go to the small farm and to the unknown location. Maybe delete that. That's 12 water out of 26. I mean, it's going to use 12 water, but they're 2 locations that we haven't been to yet, so probably worth doing. Again, we want to equip equip, there we go. And again, equip the carrier bag and equip a weapon, even though we're not strong enough to use it. Next person, again, put it back and equip, there we go. And again, equip and send the party. And yes, there we go. So out they go. We've only got 14 water left again and only 4 food. Again, speed up time. Okay, first transmission, accept, Yep, small farm, search the location. Again, speed up time. Okay, let's see what we've got. Examine the items. 2 food, lovely. A couple of water, we could take those as well. More importantly, 2 hinges, which is fantastic. We can literally take pretty much everything. There we go, and confirm, and yes. We're down to our last few rations of food. Yes, we are. You need water, so go and drink. Or we could wait till she's a bit more thirsty, actually. Let's craft item. We still, as I said, can't build, and we haven't found any rope yet. And again, we can't do that one either, which is less than ideal, but it is what it is. So again, speed up time. Good. We've got rain on the surface again. Fantastic. Let's get everyone to, there we go, take a shower, accept transmission. Yep, search the church. Yeah, I know we're down to our last few rations of food. There's not much I can do about that. The cat is currently fine. Again, speed up time. Or what we could also do is broadcast for traders. That's something else as well. We don't have a huge amount of stuff to trade at the moment, but, oh, somebody at the church. Let's get involved. Okay, so this now introduces the interaction basis on quests or exploration in the wasteland. So who's that? What's there? Confirm. Hi, that would be me. You need a hand in all this? I can do that, but think fast because I'm not hanging around. Reject. Sorry, we can't have any extra people in our shelter at the moment. Yeah, we're not sitting on mountains of food and water. Trust me, we're not. Okay, so Catcher's going to have a drink of water. We've got another transmission. Let's examine the items. What have we got? Okay, so we've got a pipe, we've got a motor, we've got a transistor, we've got a switch, we've got a couple of bags of cement, we've got some soap. So again, take the cement and, oh, yep, have we got enough? Yep, we have. And take the soap. There we go. Confirm. We're at 14 out of 14 slots. That will do. Okie dokie. So we've got a few items, which is enough to build stuff. The lights are starting to flicker, which means the generator's about to run out of fuel. So let's go add some fuel. Probably do with giving it a fix as well, actually. It's at 76%, but it's fine for now. Okay, let's get the shelter cleaned. And don't use the toilet. No, you don't need to. Go and have a drink of water though. There we go. They're coming back to the shelter already, because it was a very, very short expedition into the wasteland, of course. And that is going to allow us to build some additional items. So water storage is now at max capacity, so 60, but it's much better than what we had before, and it'll allow us to go on slightly further expeditions. So come on, get back into the shelter, guys. There we go. Right, okay, fantastic. Take all. Can't transfer that item. Ah, so we haven't got enough storage space. Fantastic. Confirm. We're going to have to leave stuff in there, and that bag we're going to lose because we're at 32 out of 32, and someone's going to come and nick it from the item bin. So if you're unable to store everything in your shelter, it goes into the bin that you can see on the surface that now has an open lid. So we need to build some storage. There we go. Let's get it constructed, and then we need to deal with our guys. So let's who needs the sleep? I'm guessing that must be the little one. Yep, there we go. Go take a shower with soap. You need to use the loo, so go and use the toilet. Now it's still raining at the moment, so the water usage is fine. Now go to tier 2 and we can build the freezer. But at the moment we don't have anywhere that we can put it. So we also need to expand our shelter as well, because we've literally run out of space, which is less than ideal. We can rearrange the shelter, but I don't think there's really anywhere we're going to be able to move stuff at the moment. We'll put that there for now. move the mop and bucket over to the side of the shower. There we go. Move that. There we go. Where's the ideal place for it? That's, no, pixel accurate. There we go. Move the toilet down. Okay, so we've got a slot there. We can now move a water butt. Can we fit both? No. We can move that to the edge. Storage we should be able to move down to the bottom. There we go. And that should leave us enough space to be able to craft the freezer. So again, tier 2, down to the bottom, and freezer, and get that put in. Now that will allow us to store meat, but again at the moment we still don't have rope, so we can't actually build what we need. Right, let's put them both to sleep. Now we haven't found any tools yet either. When you find tools in the wasteland, they will improve your crafting efficiency. Okay, again, let's speed up time. Oh, the cat's hungry again. So again, need to fill the food bowl, and we now only have 5 food left. Okay, the next thing we need is a stove, but to do that we do need to expand the shelter so that we can get rid of that sleeping bag. There we go, stealing the items. Would you believe it? So we lost our bag and our water. That's fine. Oh, we're sending little boy out into the wasteland without a suit. That's not a good idea. Let's set up another expedition. So let's send, yep, George and Katja. So again, go to the map. Now we do have 60 water and it's raining. So what we want to do is we want to go to wherever is closest. Now it's quite difficult to work out those 2 little towns which is the best to go to. But let's go up here, come across, and check each property. So that's 30 out of 60 water, confirm, equip a mask, equip a weapon, go next person, again the same, equip a mask, equip a weapon, and send them on their merry way. Okie dokie. And that's getting close to the end of this episode, so don't worry, I will go over more of the perfect start in episode 2, and I will be carrying this season on. So we managed to get back up to 56 water as well, so we used 30, and oh, didn't mean to disable that, whoops, that just turned off everything. Enable please, thank you. Now actually fix it maybe. Add some fuel as well. There we go. And everything is now in a better position again. So again, give the shelter a quick clean. And can we upgrade anything at the moment? We could upgrade the durability, but we can't upgrade the capacity or the efficiency. So it's not really worth doing at the moment. Can we upgrade our water? Yes, we can. Okay, so we can improve the decontamination and improve the durability. Now the decontamination is worth doing because when you get black rain, your water gets contaminated. Now it does decrease the percentage over time, but the better that your water filter is able to deal with contamination, the better for your shelter residents. Okay, investigate, there's a school. Actually it's over there, but it's a bit out of our way. Well, we'll get them to investigate it anyway. Okay, let me guess, there's people there. Oh, and we've stumbled across a pharmacy as well. Interesting. What have they split up? There we go. Okay, examine items. What have we got? Another mask. Fantastic. A couple of bits of metal. Okay, we don't really need limestone, but what we should take is the antibiotics and the anti-radiation tablets and the wiring. Okay, and confirm, and yes. Again, speed up time. There we go, another transmission. Okay, examine items. What have we got? Okay, so metal definitely, the valve definitely, the nail definitely, because we need all that, and the plastic. Again, the valve is definitely worth taking, and as is the wood. Lenses not so much yet, because we don't really need them. We could take the paint as well, but we only have 12 slots, so a lot of this stuff is worth coming back for another time, because what we're looking for is stuff that we can use efficiently to improve our shelter. Again, there was no rope, which is fairly disappointing. Right, let's get Ian to carry on after sending Alistair to sleep, because digging some new rooms takes a long time and is fairly knackering. There we go. Oh, another broadcast coming in. Okay, they found a church. Search the location. Now we can rearrange the shelter. So, we haven't got enough now to craft another bed, but what we do have enough to craft is a stove. Right, I thought the cat was going to get hungry again then, but we'll fill the cat bowl anyway, because the cat literally will not eat until it is hungry. So every time the cat eats, you can always fill up the feed bowl. Oh, got another transmission. Okay, let's examine the church items. What have we got? Well, we've got another can of food. That's important. Wood, that is important. Coal, potentially, but we don't have an incinerator yet. So we can probably leave everything there. That's fine. And we've got another transmission already. Small house, yep, search the location. Again, speed up time. Okay, go and use the toilet, you need it quite desperately. Oh, another transmission. Examine the items. What have we got? Well, there's some leather, circuit boards, fuel, all essential items, but we're not going to be able to take everything, so it's deciding what to take or what to get rid of. So let's get rid of the antibiotics, because we do want the fuel, and ideally we want the leather, but we also want the circuit boards ideally. So let's get rid of that book maybe and replace it for the circuit boards. There we go. Okay, confirm. And again, it's all about inventory management and what items you do and don't take in these early expeditions into the wasteland. And in fact, this expedition will not finish at the end of this episode. So again, search location, florists, that's completely fine. There probably won't be much decent there, but it's worth looking anyway. Okay. Might as well take a shower with soap, as he's a fairly dirty boy at the moment. Another transmission. Okay, examine the items. What have we got? Oh, there's a knife. There's some more wood. Knife is a fairly low strength weapon. You only need to be strength 6. Quite worth taking, but the question is, what do you get rid of to take it? And that is always the problem. So wiring, we've got quite a bit, so let's swap that out for the knife. There's some seeds and a few other bits and pieces, but that for now is episode 1, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All it leaves me to say is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course from me, Know It All Gaming, good night, and see you on the next episode.